Oscar Bevis for the Stomping Ground, powered by Wow Hydrate and available on the DAZN in a red-hot Odyssey Arena. Is that the one outcome you perhaps didn't need or didn't want? Some with a little bit of controversy.
I'll never mind the controversy. You never want a fight to end like that. But everyone's talking about the show and the night, you know, not necessarily for the reasons you'd prefer. And they'll be talking about it for a long time because there's very mixed opinions and views. It was an unbelievable night. The atmosphere was incredible, but there was a huge amount of controversy and an ending no one envisaged or wanted.
Is it fair to say that Paddy was walking on a tightrope after the early warnings, if we're being honest?
Yeah, I mean, I think that obviously he had 2 points deducted. I mean, you know, I can't remember the fight I was watching recently where someone received about 5 warnings without a point being deducted. I think it was in Saudi. What's the fight I was thinking of? Can't remember. Anyway, and Marcus McDonald was very strict with the head, deducted 2 points. I think one was definitely fair. Not sure about the other one, but you know, Paddy was using his head in there. He also was on the verge of getting Lewis Crocker out of there, and he landed a shot that was after the bell. There's no controversy about whether it was after the bell or not. People are saying the ref should have been a bit closer.
It was 3 or 4 seconds, really.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not, you can't say, oh, it was on the bell. We know there's a load of noise in there, but the reality of the situation is, should it have been a disqualification? That's what the IBF will probably have to decide. For me as a promoter, of course, you want to make a rematch because it's a massive fight, it's outdoors, it's a stadium, but obviously if you're Lewis Crocker and Billy Nelson, you're going, we're all right, thanks mate, we've just won, we're now mandatory for the world title, so we're going to see what happens in Atlantic City for Boots Stanionis. So, really, I think it's going to come down to the IBF.
Yeah. I spoke to Andy Lee and George Lockhart. They both believe that in some capacity, they feel like Lewis might have swallowed it a little bit. Not saying that he didn't have an eye injury.
Well, it doesn't.
That he might have swallowed the fight a touch. In their opinion.
I mean, you know, if they really think that, they gave him an out. That's the reality. I don't think Lewis swallowed the fight at all. I think he was getting badly beaten. His eyes were in a terrible mess from a mixture of, you know, headbutts and punches, and he kept going, but he got a gift. That's the truth. He was on his way to losing the fight and he got a gift. But he got the gift from Paddy Donovan. He didn't ask for the gift. He just got it, you know? And by the way, I think Lewis Crocker can box a lot better than that. A lot better. And I thought Paddy Donovan boxed out of his skin tonight.
What do? You represent both fighters.
Yeah, it's very difficult. Because
will you end up taking, I don't want to say taking a side, but will you end up picking?
No, all I can do is be honest. And you know, Paddy Donovan will say to me, "You've got to support me with the IBF," you know. And I say, "No, mate, that's your process. You do that." And then
so you're not involved in the IBF.
No. And then Lewis Crocker will say, "Eddie, you know, Billy will feel like I'm being, you know, not backing him. I'm just being honest." And I can't be more honest than the punch landed after the bell, right? No question. Should he have been disqualified or not? That's what, you know. That's the controversy. But Lewis Crocker won the fight tonight and he's mandatory for the world title.
All in all, what a night.
Unbelievable.
How good. I think that's probably, when they touch gloves, that's probably the best atmosphere for a good couple of years.
They're always the way in Belfast, and that's why the rematch is a massive fight, but we'll see what happens.
Can we talk about that man over there?
Who?
Absolute stinker.
Small talk.
I'm on the broadcast, you know.
No, but there'll be a lot of people.
I'm on the broadcast.
I'm not a blagger.
No, there'll be a lot of people that are concerned about Parsons' ego now, having seen the way you talk to people.
Oh, Edward, have a word. It was the biggest.
Do you think that I would talk to you in this capacity if I was not, you know, like famous?
No, whoa.
What?
Big reach.
Anyway,
You lot have done me like a kipper.
Thank you. We're going home.